2001 Ford Mustang GT. Now, if you're familiar with this car has been on the channel for quite a long time. It is actually the first car that started this channel. In today's video, I'm going to break down everything that I've done and had to do for this car to basically go from a 2-valve to a Coyote again. So let's get into that. So we're going to start with the front of the car, and we're going to start with the hood. The name of the hood is a True Fiber A70 hood. It is basically a mix between the Celine hood and a cow hood, I want to say. Then we have the 99 front bumper, the unicorn of all new Edge Mustang bumpers. I've stated how I got this bumper, and it has the Magic Drift chin spoiler. The headlights are just clear cornered headlights, ones that you find on eBay or Amazon. The black chrome running pony is actually from CJ Pony Parts. I had that a while ago to match the black chrome Rovos I had, and I just never changed it because I like the way it looks. I think it flows pretty good. And then in a video that I will post, I have the 99 front bezels that run with the 0304 Cobra fog lights paired. The headlights and fog lights are paired with the Diode Dynamics LED and HID kits. There is a write-up on Google on how to do that, and I can always make a video on that. And a video that I probably will put out, like I said, will cover that a little bit on what I had to do to get that to work. But I think it looks much cleaner than the 99 2.0. Moving to the side of the car, nothing has changed. Painted mirrors, had that for years. The Rovos right here, these are the OG Rovos wheels that I had back when I first did the Coyote swap. They're both wrapped. I actually just got the rear tires. They're Nitto Triple T5s. The only thing that I did change, I made a video last year when I picked up these center caps right here. They're the 3-piece Rovo center cap. So all you do is basically just build it, and then you paint the R's to whatever color you want. I did black to match the accents of the, kind of like the headlight, the chin spoiler, and then the rear black part of the bumper for the Cobra bumper. I have the OEM equipment for the 0304 Cobra big brake kit, and paired with the CNL from American Muscle 0304 Cobra brake kit. So that's with that. Moving to the rear of the car. Right here, the side scoops. I do have the Celine scoops. They are silver. They're actually OEM. I paired this with the carbon-driven inserts right here, so it does flow a little bit. Still debating whether if I want to change that or not, but I have the option to. For the rears, these are the Nitto, like I said, T555s with the center caps, and the studs stick out longer. So I didn't know when I ordered these studs, when I had the rear end built, that these were going to stick out. I didn't read that too much into it. I just wanted something stronger than stock because I had replaced 2 or 3 of the studs. It's on brand new rear brakes. They're just the GT factory brakes. I'm not going to upgrade those to the 0304 Cobra. There's no sense. I did do this. This really doesn't make a difference. I did this years ago. I did the tinted strips right here for the side markers. These scoops right here, I do have to paint right here, so there is parts on this car that have to be painted and touched up. I don't know when I'll get to that. I'm just happy that the car runs right now, so I'm tackling more of the issues with like interior and stuff like that, and I will get to that. But these are from a 94, 95 Cobra. Picked up, if you saw the blue Mustang GT, it's a blue Mustang GT that I had on the channel years ago, Cedric. They're actually from his car. So moving to the rear of the car, we have a factory 0304 Cobra deck lid. Always had it. It's always been silver. The rear bumper is a shaved 0304 Cobra bumper. I know a lot of people ask, you know, who shaved it, how do you do it? I can just make a video maybe talking about that one day. That's kind of too much to get into. But I've had this for years. Carbon fiber license plate cover. Not that really matters. The quad tip exhaust. So I got these from stingmods.com when I first did the Coyote swap. I believe they still sell it. All you do is basically just trim this piece right here so that they can both fit. I did want to run one of the diffusers. I forgot the name of the diffuser, but I think it looks really cool. I went and bought one. I think it's Carter's Customs, and it didn't fit because I didn't put into account of measuring for the quad tip, so I had to sell that, unfortunately. The taillights made a video on that. They are the S550 taillights, and the reason I got these instead of the Raxium, I got rid of the Raxiums, and I'm going to stick with these and stick this out and see how I like it. I believe just from what I like, this blends in more with the silver, the tri-bar right here, the little tri-bar LED lights. And this right here, I'm gonna order some tint, and I'm gonna tint this to match this, so it's not, it's gonna be about the same color. It's not gonna be darker than this. So, and then this is carbon driven as well. The thing that I like about this, it lights up in the middle when you hit the brakes and it spreads out like that. But if you own an 0304 Cobra deckwood or Cobra itself, you know how fragile these are. This one is held up pretty nice. So nothing else with the side of the car. So coming to the interior is not all the way together, but everything that I have laid out, I have to finish the center console, bolting that together. But these two parts right here flow really nice in my opinion. They're both from carbon driven. The painted accents right here that I'm showing, I want to change those over to when carbon driven finally gets the stuff in stock. I have the 50-year anniversary floor mats, the Mach 1 cluster gauge. The silver blends in pretty nice with the black interior. And then basically there you go for the Mach 1 seats. And then I have Brom seat belt covers that will match these with the silver and black accents. I picked those up earlier this year. I have the Steeda racing seat or pedal covers, if you want to call it that. And the seats sit on factory rails, so this actually does have the power option from the factory seats that were in this car, and the manual slider is the one that was also from the factory side of the car. The steering wheel itself is from LMR, and so is the shift knob on the MGW shifter. That is a T56. And coming to the most exciting part of the car, the true fiber hood. So this hood is meant for a 99 to 2000 Ford Mustang. So we had to put this as a runoff so the filter wouldn't get wet, because if you know, the 94 to 04 cold airs sit here and then the aftermarket sit through the fender well. But coming under the hood is a Gen 2 Coyote paired with the T56 out of an 03 Cobra. We have the Moroso power steering tank with the Steeda and Ford Racing shift cable setup with the adjuster. This is popped up like this because in the previous video I talked about the heater core going bad. So this hose is removed so it won't leak coolant. We have the fuel pressure gauge by AEM back here, the Mishimoto oil catch can, and the UPR coolant tank. And all your power by the hour accessories and Ball 302 alternator, SVE performance, radiator I've had for a couple years. So all the goodies under here. Obviously not the end goal for this car, but it's a step forward and the car runs. So there's still some stuff I have to do. Clean under the hood, clean the rest of the car. This is actually the first time that I've had the car not at Mike's and actually on the road. So there's still some things to tighten up here and there. I am just glad it runs overall. It needs some work here and there, but it is coming along quite nicely. It runs and drives. So I'm just doing a little walk around and then I'll give you my final thoughts. We have the CDC, whatever this hood struts. And they work really nice actually with this hood. So if you're in the market for a true fiber hood, this one fit very well. No fitment issues whatsoever. And with these, I'll even just demonstrate. If you were to close it, no problem with the hood latch. How some hood struts, I know that they bend a little bit or they go up too fast. This is a fiberglass hood, no issues at all. All right guys, so this is my final thoughts basically just on this review. Really isn't a review, it's just my thoughts overall on this car. I've driven the car for a couple hours, going to get the rear tires done, taking it home last night, and driving around this morning. It drives like it used to. I'll put it that way. It isn't the most comfortable car. It is a street car, but with aftermarket suspension, coilovers, and just the whole 9 yards of suspension. I don't expect it to be the most comfortable ride. Is it fun? Yes. Am I happy? Yes. So this was the goal that, I worked towards and I explained to y'all over in videos and you heard me rant on, and we, finally did it. It's August, so it was a month and a half, kind of further out than my end goal, but it's met and the car runs, and that's what I want to do. Like that, or that's what I'm grateful for. So I will be making future videos, hopefully coming out next week, just talking about driving experiences. I can come up with some ideas, or you can leave some ideas in the comments below. But hey, this is it. Here it is. This is the car. So now that this car is almost done, completely done, besides the paint and touching up and tightening down some stuff in the interior, we can focus on other things for this car and then bring other stuff to this channel. So I'm gonna wait for this to pass. Anyways, guys, I appreciate every single one of you stopping by. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for future content for the Mustang, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one.